This is Caught in the Act Unfaithful, Season 3, Episode 16. So, of course, I was going to review last week's episode, but last week was busy, so I didn't get the chance to review it. So, here we are. We meet Skittles. Okay, baby. Deplump the lips, baby. It's a little much. I'm sorry, it's a little much. So we meet Skittles. He's a very colorful person. Like, he has his pink hair, pink lips, this and the third. They were bullying him for being flamboyant. His makeup looked on point, like the eyeliner, the lip, everything looked good. It looked good. He came out at 16 and he lost his mom a couple years ago. He has custody of his niece and nephew. He's a gunkle, so he's a gay uncle. And then, you know, they're talking about his dude, Edward. They met at Benihana. And he's like, man, we effed. And then he was describing how they effed. Ain't nobody asked you that. We did not want to know where you hit it from the front, the back, the side, or whatever. Nobody was asking about that. And we learned that Edward lost his mom, too. And he owns a cafe, or he works at a cafe. And then we see this girl, right? So they're doing the surveillance. Patrice is doing the surveillance. And we see Natasha. And we learned that he's actually bi. Okay, and then Skittles says if he's cheating on him, that if Edward's cheating on him, he want no parts of it. He's out. He just don't want no parts. Edward will have to go. And Edward's like, yeah, I'm single, and talking to his employee or the employee. And I'm like, what do you mean, me too? You got somebody. Okay, and then this car had pulled in, this red car, and it's day 2 of surveillance. Okay, and Edward make bank like he had stacks. He had stacks of money. Okay, it wasn't like no little money. He had a lot of money. Okay, it was a lot of cash. And then the red car is back, and of course we see it's Natasha. He's buying clothes for her. I'm like, what the heck, yo? He's spending like almost like $4,000 on this chick. I'm like, dang. She hitting it that good or something? Or is this like some sugar daddy situation? Or like, what is this? And I'm like, yeah, Skittles, you are definitely getting cheated on. And he always, Skittles mentions that it's Edward's way or no way, And Skittles is pissed. And then we see Edward, right? He's like, he goes back to Skittles' house and he pretends that he went to work all day when really you was taking this girl out on the town and talking about this, that, and the third, okay? And then we see Edward mention he don't want kids. Me personally, I would not want to be with somebody that don't want to have kids. Like, if that's what you want, that's fine, but I can't do it. And he looking like he don't want to have no conversation with her. Like, there ain't no team up, take down. He taking them both down by himself, okay? And he's like, yeah, Tammy and Ken, I'm good, I'm cool, I'm calm, I'm collected, whatever. And then he goes in the furniture store. I'm like, I was hoping the furniture store would have been empty. There were people in the store, and I'm glad. I bet you they fled. They fled and said, we will come back later. And then Edward's like, this is ghetto. You know what's ghetto? You're cheating. That was ghetto, okay? And you're telling them both to shut up. It's like calling them bees and this and that. It's like, dude, who the heck you think you are? You ain't that cute, okay? And he said to them, both of them, that they're, like, basically Tammy said, you see what he just did, right? He told both of y'all to shut up and everything. And I don't see what's so special about him. Like, y'all, is it that good? Is it that good or something? Anything he's talking about, he takes, like, excuse me, you're not the only one in this relationship. You're in a relationship with her and him. But you should just chose one person. Because this ain't no sister wives-ish or whatever you were doing, okay? And he likes the aesthetic. And he's like, he wants it the way he wants it. And we learn that Skittles is actually a sugar baby. So he was just, providing for the kids, I guess. But weren't you also in a relationship with this man? And yeah, we learned that Natasha, she's a stripper and she's trans. And basically Edward was saying he don't get unconditional love from Skittles. I'm like, what the heck? So basically Skittles feels like a fool. Natasha's like, her boyfriend has a boyfriend. I completely forgot what Edward said because he was an ass, okay? And Edward and Skittles are completely done. Good for him. Good riddance. He's like, he's back on the streets. And, Tammy says something about transformative love, but that is about it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Come back next week for another review of This Is Caught in the Act Unfaithful. Peace out.